today I'm going to be trying to start a, what do you call it, a planter, a big planter for an old orange tree that somebody needs to rehome. Their old planter broke. I have never done anything like this before. So, this is a good time for learning. So I've got this big bat, which I have never used before. It looks like it's linoleum, not linoleum, Formica. I don't know how that is for a bat material, but we're gonna find out. They came with the studio, along with many other treasures. I can't even find the pinholes, this is so sad. And I'm gonna be throwing a 20-inch base to coil build the sides on. That's our plan. And it's going to be kind of a coil building and throwing together, like when they make the ongis in Korea, which seems very clever to me because you're trying to make a fairly large vessel, but perhaps you don't want to try and center 50 pounds of clay. In this case, I don't think it'll take 50 pounds of clay, but I still don't want to center it. So we're going to try this technique and see if we love it. This is about 5.5, 6 pounds. Oh yeah, we're going to see if my wheel loves it. My wheel might not love it very much. They might say, this is a lot. We have our wonderful yardstick. So I like to, for one thing, I'm not a very thorough wedger. So I like to put whatever I've wedged up on the wheel so that the spin of my wedging is reinforced by the spin of the wheel. I like it. It's a little different. There's a little bit of difference one way or the other. It's not a make or break thing, but it's just one of those little things that can kind of be nice. Make a big shake here. There we go. Pull out our water. Ooh, it's cold. And we're throwing the base because we want it really well compressed. The other way, like the traditional, I guess the Korean pottery way, well, a lot of different people do it this way, but the ones I've seen in the Korean potters is that they'll actually take a piece and compress it with a hammer. So they pat out this circle. But, I thought, what the hell, why not? It'd be good practice for plates to throw it. Houston, we have a problem. This bat isn't big enough. Do not know what to do with this information. I can't believe I didn't major the bat in the first place. And can I... So the bat is 16 inches. Can I step out my coil building so that it's supposed to be a straight-sided pot. If I step out the building to achieve my 20 inches and give it an angled underside, or I don't know, foot. That fulfill my size requirement. How on earth? I'm gonna have to think on this one for a while. In other news, the centering is going really nicely. I mean, we're past centering. This big flat area is coming really nicely. And on other notes, I don't think 6 pounds or so would be enough to make a 20-inch circle. I should write that down someplace. Potentially very much an 8-pound situation. Yeah, because you have to allow for that. That is kind of thin for this big who's what's it's I don't think this is going to serve my purpose for the foot of the planter, but maybe, just maybe, I can make that bird bath we've been talking about. Not you and I, but you know. Me, myself, and I. It's surprisingly uneven. Ooh, perhaps I have a potter's needle someplace. Excuse me. So when I lifted the edge, it came up quite uneven, and I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to try and even the lip here with my potter's needle. On the edge. You ever be crafting and wonder what the heck is going on? I often wonder. No, it's a neat little dish. I don't think I can lift more of the edge up. I think I have that skill unlocked. But here's a little dish, and I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it a little mop. I'm gonna let it dry some before I try wiring it off, because it's still really soft, and I think, especially when you have a really wide space and you pull the wire underneath, it's hard to keep it tensioned enough that the wire doesn't rise a lot. So the greater the distance across, the more the wire rises as you're wiring off your pot, or at least when I do. And so I'm gonna let it get drier and hope that it mitigates some of the rise. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense, but that's what we're gonna do. And we'll get back to you on the saga of orange tree pots. I have to, I'm gonna have to think about that some. Well, thanks for visiting us this fine spring day, and have a lovely afternoon. Find some flowers.